Hey, this is Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, hey, yeah. This is Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, yeah. This is Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, yeah. This is Canton Jones show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Canton Jones Show. I am your host, K-Joe, Canton Jones in the building. A lot of people have been coming up to me like, bro, you doing all this new music. You need to do some of your old music. All right, I'm going to do some of my old music. But first, we have Fish Scales from Nappy Roots on this show today, and also Kameron Corvet with the soulful sounds. He's doing his thing. All right, so we're going to take it old school. Here we go. All right, this for y'all. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey.
I'ma stay safe.
Yeah, I'ma stay, yeah. Even though I'm hot as fire, I'ma love you, yeah. I'ma stay, yeah. I'ma stay safe. You know I had a temper problem. Yeah. Even though I'm hot as fire, I'm at the movies on this one. Check it out. Excuse me, mister. Me and my wife was in front of the line, dear sir. I don't think it's right if I allow you to skip me. I just wanna keep peace. Get some tickets to this movie. I'm trying to be discreet, sir. It's really not deep, sir. We all gonna get a seat, sir. And we all gonna eat, sir. So please, will you calm down? Homie, put your arms down. I don't want a showdown, but it's about to go down. It's a nice night, why we just can't act right? Just because I'm Christ-like doesn't mean I'm mice-like. I'ma be the bigger man and let you bump me. Cause it's 80 y'all and y'all probably gon' jump me and have me looking crazy, getting all in front of my company. Man, who I'm not gon', hey, chillin' is the right move. Let me think I got a choice to make. Go to jail, go to hell, or stay safe. Baby, put the mace away. Ain't gon' start fussin', I'ma stay, yeah. Ain't gon' start bussin', I'ma stay, yeah. And even though I'm hot as fire, I'ma love you, yeah, yeah. I'ma stay safe, ain't gon' start cussin', I'ma stay safe, ain't gon' start bussin', I'ma stay, yeah. And even though I'm hot as fire, I'm at McDonald's on this one, yeah. Hey, I ordered a number 9, you gave me a number 4. You forgot the supersize and forgot my apple pie. So miss, if you be so kind, I am sort of pressed for time. Will you take this number 4 and switch it with the number 9? Go to the back of the line, ma'am, you got me messed up. I have an important meeting, why you think I'm dressed up? Gator shoes and vest up, if I go back I'll be late. Ma'am, if you could just give me a refund, that would be so great. What you about to go on break? Can I get my money first? You ain't gotta get loud and miss, you ain't gotta curse. Can I see the manager before this thing is any worse? Oh, you the manager. Well, I don't want this sandwich, oh. I don't want the money either, I just think I walk away. Before I start fussing back, say something I don't wanna say. Gotta stay prayed up, cause people will test you. She's still cussing. See you later. God bless you. Yeah. Ain't gonna start fussing. Yeah, it's the K-Joe Show. Make sure y'all keep it locked, baby. Get your family together. Tell them it's on. Yeah, we got great guests today. We gonna get it in. Hey, I'ma stay. Until then, stay safe, man. Don't get in a fight while we on commercial break. All right? Keep it locked. It's K-Joe Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Canton Jones Show. Yes, sir, I am your host, K-Joe Canton Jones, in the building. We have an ATL legend in the studio right now. He's actually going to be on a call with us. And ladies and gentlemen, Nappy Roots on Fish Scales in the building.
This is Canton Jones show. Whoa, hey, hey, hey. This is Canton Jones show. Whoa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, so we caught you at a real busy time. You are in Austin, Texas, doing your thing right now at South by Southwest. What is the group doing right now?
Resting right now, man. We got here Monday. We did a show as soon as we got here. We drove through the night. And we have a show tonight in Waco, Texas. So we just, on show days, we try to relax as much as we can before the storm, you know, before the night comes. But we just chilling, probably go eat some lunch, check out some breweries in Texas, and just hang out, man.
Now,
fellowship with the group.
Yeah, have you guys been kind of like touring all of this time? Like, you know, because sometimes in pop culture you see and you don't see. Have you guys been touring as a group for the full, like, since we heard of y'all in the early 2000s?
Since you heard of Nappy Roots in 2002, we've been pretty much touring since. Matter of fact, our best years touring have been the last 6 or 7 years. Like,
Really?
we specialize in going to markets that other people don't go. We do shows in Missoula, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, places that they don't get, a lot of hip hop. So when we show up, they have a lot of love for us, and they've kept us going through the years.
Wow. Now that concept of going to places that usually people don't go to, because everybody's trying to get to Atlanta, New York, Chicago,
Right.
LA, but you guys are choosing to go to some secondary markets, some third, markets. How do you navigate what to say yes to and what to say no to in this season?
Well, when you go into markets, like markets that are far away, it's hard to fly to them.
Yep.
So we have to consider traveling. We can't go to Bozeman, Montana for one show.
Right.
So we kind of have to line it up. And our booking agent does a great job of lining up these dates. And we'll go across the country, spend a whole month on the road, just hitting up these smaller markets. Like Colorado may have 12 different spots we can hit. Just from ski resort to ski resort to ski resort. And so, the money has to be right, the timing has to be right, and the venue has to be right.
Right.
It has to fit what we're trying to do, and so that everybody can benefit. The promoter wants to make his money, so
Right.
we want to go to places that we can pack out and put on a good show.
Man, that's amazing. You're putting a lot of people on game right now, because that is a different way of marketing. That's a different way of touring. So you schooling your brother right now. Talk about the new project. Talk about the new project y'all just released last year.
Yeah, we released a project called 40. We're in our 40s. We've been around for feel like 40 years, but we called it 40. It's kind of playing off the 40 acres and the mule thing as we went independent and got our own piece of the pie to the hip hop. But the last project we put out, to me, was my favorite. We got some songs on there, a lot of features from artists from Atlanta, a lot of local artists that are up and coming, like Scotty ATL.
Yeah.
One of the members of the Earth Gang came on and did a hook for us as well. But now we just finished up our 9th studio project, and that'll be coming out this summer.
Yeah.
And actually, we're thinking about calling it Nappy for Life. That's where we at, man.
Yeah.
And we've gone too far to turn around now. So it's like we're Nappy for Life, man. We lost 2 members of the group.
Right.
So it's just 4 of us now, and this is how we're gonna roll for the rest of life, man.
Man, man, it's so crazy that you mentioned that you lost two members, because the world felt like we almost lost you.
Yes.
Man, a real crazy incident, man. But we blessed to see that you are still here. Talk about going through being shot, bro.
Yeah, man. Shot, kidnapped, robbed, all in one night, and just for me, man, I just try not to ever play the victim. I just try to never get down on myself. It changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
It changed my wife's life. We have to move differently. I react to things differently. But for me, I look at it as, man, I'm super blessed.
Yeah.
I'm super fortunate. Very unfortunate what I went through, to go through all of that in one night. It was probably the worst night of my life.
Wow.
But for me to be here, I think it's made me a better person. It's made me more appreciative of what I have. We was #1 selling rap group in 2002. Those days are kind of behind us. But for me, I look at it like these are the best years.
Yeah.
These are the best days. I just can't say it enough, man. I'm so grateful of every opportunity that comes across. Like being here in South by Southwest at the age I'm at, after being in the game 20-something years, after going through what I went through that night, I'm still here performing and getting a great reception from the crowd. It's a blessing, man. It's made me a stronger person. And, You know, and far as violence, we never try to talk about violence in our music.
Yes,
We
sir.
always try to carry a positive vibe, and that's gonna continue. I don't feel vindictive. You know, I don't walk around like I want to find who did this to me. I'm grateful to be alive, man.
Man,
And I probably wouldn't have this approach if that didn't happen.
wow, bro. Like, that's super powerful. If you could talk to the younger you, what would you say to yourself about where you are right now?
And I'm pretty proud of, you know, the person I've been over the years. You know, I've always tried to carry myself with respect to others, and that's just how my parents raised me. And they're still in my life, so I still try to carry that. But the younger me, man, I would just tell them, take your time. You know, take your time, man, and craft who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, like, back in the day when we used to record music as Nappy Roots, I was trying to get on every song just because, you know, I didn't want to miss an opportunity. I wanted to rap on everything just so that I was on a song. But now when we record, it's like, if that song don't fit who I am, I don't have to get on it.
Yeah.
You know, I only do things that fit me and fit into my morals and values. And that's what I would tell the younger me, man. Just take your time and discover yourself.
So, man, you are a rapper, entrepreneur, legend, and a lot of people really support what y'all do. How can people get in contact, like this new generation? How can they get in contact with you guys?
Man, this new generation, they got so many new ways
Right.
to get in touch with you. And we try to stay up on it. We're on everything.
Okay.
Instagram, you can look up Nappy Roots. Facebook, Nappy Roots. Twitter, Nappy Roots, as well as Atlantucky. You can, even the websites, atlantucky.com, nappyroots.com. We have our own channels on Spotify and Apple Music, where we're very hands-on with it, man. We've done pretty good. Being the old rappers we are, we somehow find a way to stay in touch with our demographic.
Man, we appreciate you, Fish Scales, man, for your time.
Thank you.
I know y'all busy. I know what it's like to be on the road and being tired, doing interviews, man. But I really, really, really appreciate this, bro, from the bottom of my heart, man. Yeah.
Man,
and y'all,
I appreciate you, brother.
Hey.
Anytime, like I say, I'm grateful for every opportunity nowadays, man. So the fact that you want to have us on, I appreciate you, brother. Come check out good music and a positive environment, man. That's what we try to provide.
all day, boy. Much love, bro.
My brother.
Y'all be safe
Keep
out
it
there.
there.
Yes, sir. Hey, we'll be back with more on the Canton Jones Show. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Canton Jones Show, the KJO Show. Man, I have the pleasure to introduce a multi-talented, not only artist, but a linguistic genius, if you will. But he's a Grammy Award-winning songwriter. He's worked with big names such as Sting, Shaggy, Tony Braxton, and shared the stage with Adele, Robert Glasper, Shaka Khan, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Kameron Corvet.
This is Canton Jones Show. Whoa, this is Canton Jones Show. Whoa, yeah.
What's up,
Canton
bro?
Jones
Pleasure
Show.
Super swagged out, bro.
Appreciate
How you
it.
doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm blessed.
So we're gonna get into your music because I heard you hitting the licks over there. I didn't want to break your concentration, but you're a bad boy.
Appreciate it.
And I want to talk about your band. But you have a degree in French,
Yeah.
and you were an educator. Talk about being an educator in French when usually people are learning Spanish, but now you're teaching kids French. Talk about that.
So, so I went to Morehouse in Atlanta, and
So did I. Okay, Morehouse man. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So, you know, I came to Atlanta for music. That was really what I wanted to be here for. But my parents weren't gonna support me just coming. So I transferred. I went to school at the University of Louisville. I was running track there. I transferred to Morehouse. And when I got there, I just was so into music, I really felt like school was going to take my time away from it. So my parents were like, listen, get a degree in something. you know,
Man,
something
it's like
that you
my
love.
parents said the same thing. Yeah, that's
so
what
I was like, man, business was my major, French was my minor, and I'm like, man, I really love French. So I switched to becoming a French major, spent a lot of time in Spelman, which was very good to me.
Right.
And
I found a wife over there. Yeah, dig that.
and I learned French in the process, and you know, that whole mentality of doing what you love really translated to teaching naturally. I come from a family of educators and musicians, so I felt like the best way for me to both still keep my French up, but at the same time impact a younger generation of learners was to be a French teacher, you know what I mean? I taught on the south side of Atlanta, and it was important to me to teach there because I knew from my own experience that most of the students of color that I was gonna have were never gonna have a Black American French teacher ever again.
Wow.
So I took that as an opportunity to teach them anything. It wasn't just French, but it was like I was the point guard in the French department. I got you interested. I passed you the ball. I made you want to continue, but at the same time, you know, I was able to do something I love to do.
Amazing, bro. Now talk about your music. Like, you are a songwriter and you also have a group. All right, talk about that.
So, you know, I started, you know, a lot of R&B singers starting in singing groups. So I definitely did my time in a couple singing groups. And that's where I really learned, honed my skills with different parts, harmonies, and that type of thing. And then I went out on my own. And on my own, things have been great. You know, I've done a lot of performances by myself, these bigger performances where I was able to kind of just tell stories like I'm doing now and play the guitar in between. And that works well. But in Atlanta, once the pandemic hit, there wasn't a lot of opportunities to travel and do shows. So a lot of the restaurants and lounges ended up becoming the venues, and they wanted music. And I would just go to different places and be like, you know what, I think this will work here, talk to the owner and get my guys together. And, you know, it's been 2 years of having residencies, and that was the one thing that I hadn't done in my career, you know. I had done a lot of other things, but I never really, every week, got a chance to really hone my skills as a performer, as a musician. So it's been great, you know. We have 2 residencies coming up on a 3rd, and it's an opportunity for me to keep myself active out in the marketplace.
What is the name of your group?
We affectionately call ourselves Two and a Possible. I'm the Possum.
Two and a Possible.
Yeah.
Real, like spades.
Yeah.
Hey, you play spades, man?
Oh man, I'm a great spades player. When I throw my spades down, it spins around. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person to put the big joker on my forehead. You know. So you know.
Talk. What song are you gonna perform for us, man?
I'm gonna perform a song called "Led Me to You," which is really. You know, relationships can be hard on folks, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of form an opinion about relationships in general based on who you've been in a relationship with.
Right.
So Led Me to You is a different perspective on that, which is basically saying, listen, all the relationships that I've been in that weren't the right one were just the breadcrumbs that were leading me to the person I was supposed to be with all along.
Wow, I love it. All right, y'all keep it locked, man, for music from Kameron Corvet right here on the Canton Jones Show. Welcome back to the Canton Jones Show. Ladies and gentlemen, be ready or get ready to be amazed by the soulful sounds of Kameron Corvet singing Led Me to You right here on the Canton Jones Show.
Sometimes love hasn't quite worked out like I may have planned it. But look where I have landed next to you. I must admit I had my doubts. Could I even stand it? Would I just be stranded like a fool? After all the drama that I've been through, you brought me good karma. This one goes out to Kelly. This one goes out to Courtney. They weren't the right one for me, but they led me to you. This one goes out to Lisa. This one goes out to Mona. They weren't quite what I wanted, but they led me to you. 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 I'm not one for superstition, superficial missions, to carelessly keep fishing for a dime. Love showed up right in front of me, made a two-part harmony, made a perfect diamond for me to find. After all the drama that I've been through, you brought me good karma. This one goes out to Kelly, this one goes out to Courtney. They weren't the right one for me, they led me to you. This one goes out to Lisa, this one goes out to Mona. They weren't quite what I wanted, they led me to you. They led me to you, they led me to you, they led me to you. Come on, babe, I wanna love you crazy and show 'em how amazing it could be when it falls into place and love you making. Come on, babe, I wanna love you crazy and show 'em how amazing it can be when things fall into place. This goes out to Kelly, this one goes out to Courtney. They weren't the right one for me, but they led me to you. This one goes out to Lisa, this one goes out to Mona. They weren't quite what I wanted, but they led me to you. 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 They led me to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had a blast. And listen, let me tell you something, man. Divorce is on an all-time high right now. And I believe that, man, we got to do what we got to do to stay together. And so we're getting ready to have another song from Kameron Corvet called Kiss and Make Up. I think y'all need to take that advice. Hold on.
What is it now? Maybe you're screaming louder than you can comprehend. And is your man? I should just listen to you till you think I fully understand. Cause when there's love at stake, you get beside yourself. So maybe this love is real. And though I make mistakes, it's alright in a couple hours, cause I see just how you feel. And if I return the words to you, discard them with a smile, cause you know what I wanna say. Hey, this is what we do when we argue. We huff and we puff until we blow down the house again. What we should do is kiss and make up, have amnesia just once again. Da 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 da. Must we go on with this thing here? You know, sometimes I forget. And on a blue moon, you copy me, dear. For that, there's no answer yet. So if you can't decide if you'll stay on the outside or you'll come back in, just remember the friend who would sink in the ocean to you, learn how to swim. And if I return the words to you, discard them with a smile, 'cause you know what I wanna say. what we do when we argue. We huff and we puff until we blow down the house again. What we should do is kiss and make up, have amnesia just once again. Da 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 da. This is our excuse to make better love. Oh. Raise your hand with me, go 50 on a hug. Ooh, this is our excuse to make better love. Raise your hands with me, go 50 on a hug. This is what we do when we argue. We huff and we puff until we blow down the house again. What we should do is kiss and make up, have amnesia just once again. What we do when we argue.